On the quietest nights, when the moon hides behind the clouds and the cold winds sweep across the fields, many swear they hear a sound no one wishes to hear. It is the heavy, frightening gallop that echoes through the ground as if dozens of hooves were pounding together. But it is not dozens, it is only one. It is the furious run of a creature that carries with it the weight of fear and sin. It is the terrifying headless mule. The legend says that, cursed by a cruel fate, a woman may be condemned to transform into this dreadful being. The curse often falls upon those who are involved in forbidden relations with priests or punished by the church itself. At nightfall, instead of keeping her human form, she becomes a mule, an animal of burden, strong and robust, with heavy hooves, but without a head. Where the skull, eyes, and mouth should be, there is nothing but a burning void. Out of that emptiness burst fierce flames, fire that explodes upward, spitting sparks in every direction. It is the most horrifying image one can imagine. The body of a horse or mule, racing wildly, without a head, with fire erupting from nowhere. The sound that accompanies this vision is just as terrifying. Even without a mouth, the headless mule neighs. It is a hoarse, metallic scream that cuts through the night and freezes the blood of those who hear it. Dogs howl, ordinary horses rear up and flee in panic, and men who cross its path are rarely the same again. Some faint from sheer terror, others claim they lost their sanity, and some have been found trampled, as though the weight of the flaming hooves had crushed their bodies without mercy. It must be emphasized, she is a mule, or a cursed horse, not a mere shadow or wandering ghost. Her body is real, muscular, like an enraged animal, able to run incredible distances without ever tiring. What makes her monstrous is the absence of a head and the fire that replaces it. Those who claim to have seen her up close swear that the flames are so bright they light the road as if it were day, and yet they reveal nothing but the burning void where a face should be. It is a sight that defies logic, a nightmare turned into flesh, bone, and fire. According to popular tradition, the headless mule appears on Thursday nights, just before Friday, always at midnight. That is when the silence of the night is shattered by the infernal gallop. At first distant, almost imperceptible, and closer until the sound becomes deafening. Anyone unfortunate enough to be on the road at that moment knows there is no escaping fast enough. She appears suddenly, neighing without a throat, spitting fire, running wildly as if driven by hell itself. Despite her fury, there are stories of a chance at salvation. The legend says that if someone dares to face the headless mule and manages to seize the bridle when it appears and spill 3 drops of her blood, the curse can be broken. The woman then returns to her human form, freed from punishment. But who would dare approach a flaming monster, capable of burning and crushing anyone who crosses its path? Few have tried, and fewer still survived to tell the tale. Even today, in distant villages and farms, there are those who swear they have heard or even seen the creature. Dirt roads bear deep hoofprints, as if a massive animal had run past in a frenzy. Others tell of nights when the strong smell of sulfur lingered in the air without explanation. And some, trembling with fear, swear they saw in the distance the flaming body of a mule without a head, galloping away into the darkness of the woods. The headless mule is more than just a legend. It is a warning passed down through generations, a reflection of ancient beliefs and fears that shaped life in rural Brazil. She is the embodiment of punishment, of sin turned into a beast, and the reminder that some choices come at too high a price. But above all, she is a mystery that still haunts the popular imagination. And so, whenever night falls and a distant gallop echoes across the fields, the question lingers: is it just a horse running, or is it the curse of the headless mule? It is better not to doubt, for when least expected, she may appear with the body of a mule, no head, spitting fire, and spreading terror.